On today's video, I'm going to show you how to do the crocheted basket weave, which you can see on this little sample here. Is so cute and it is really simple to make. So I'm going to walk you through step by step so that you can learn this stitch and use it on anything like a hat or even on an actual basket. You can make placemats with this, would be super cute, or coasters for your living room. This would work really well for that also. So let's dig right in. I'm Lavina Perry. This is Solo Stitching. Let's stitch. So today I have a medium weight yarn. This is Lion's brand yarn. It has a wool mixed into it, so it's a natural fiber yarn. It does separate a little bit, but I just had a little bit left that I wanted to use up, and I thought, why not just use that on a little sample project? So I'm using a size G 4mm hook along with my medium weight yarn, and we are going to get started by chaining in a multiple of 8 plus 4. So for this sample, I'm going to be doing a chain of 20. So we have 16 as our multiple of 8, and then plus 4 more stitches will put us up to 20 stitches. So you can do any number that you like. Just remember, multiple of 8 plus 4. Let's just get a few in here, and then I'll count, see where we're at, because I'm terrible at counting as I go along. All right, 1, 2. So we're going to begin with a row of double crochets starting in the 4th loop from the hook. So if we count backwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is where we're going to put our first chain stitch. And I'm going to go ahead and work into the back loop of these chain stitches because I just feel like it gives it a more finished and polished look at the end of the project. You are welcome to work your chain stitches through the front, either through the top loop or the bottom loop. Whatever works best for you, it doesn't really matter as long as you get a row of double crochets worked all along that row of chain stitches that you just made. Okay, so now I have a little foundation of 20 double crochets that I'm going to be working for my project. Actually ends up being 18, so because you're starting in chain 4. So once you have your double crochets done, we're going to chain 3 on this end here, and we're going to turn to do the next row. We're going to start by working front post double crochets, and that is worked just like a regular double crochet, the stitches, but instead of working into the top of this stitch or through the first stitch, we're going to work around the stitch. So leave this post here, so you can see that's going to be our finished straight edge, and we're going to start working in this next stitch over with a front post double crochet. So to create that, you're going to yarn over, and then you're going to insert your hook around that post. So if you can see that, we have our double crochet coming up, and I'm going to insert in between and then up through the next 2. And then I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to complete a double crochet. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And I'm going to do 4 of those. So yarn over around the next post, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2 to complete the double crochet. All right, 2 more. Okay, so we have 4 of the front post double crochets. The next 4 stitches we are going to do a back post double crochet. So we're using the same technique where we're going around the post, but instead of coming from the front, we're going to be doing it through the back. So yarn over and then kind of tilt your stitching up so you're going from back to front around the post and then up. Pull your yarn, whoop, dropped my yarn there. So from back to front, around the post, grab your yarn and pull it through and complete a double crochet. And we're going to do 4 of those. So you can watch again. We're going to go in through in between the 2 stitches right here around the post. Complete a double crochet. 2 more. And last one. Here we go. There's our 4 back post double crochets, and you can see it creates this row of stitching along the front, almost like a ledge. And then we're going to do 4 front post double crochets, just like we did at first. So we're going to do 4 of those, so going around that post and doing a double crochet. 3 and 4. And then we're going to do another round of back post double crochets. So yarn over from the back to the front in between the stitches, around the stitch, pull your yarn through and complete a double crochet. And then the next one around the post from the back, complete a double crochet. And there's 3. And 4 around that last post, complete a double crochet. So now all we have left on this row is our 3 chain stitches that we started with, and we're going to end by doing just a regular double crochet into that space. And then we're going to chain 3 to build for our next row. So we're going to repeat this row that we just did. We're going to repeat it 2 more times. We're starting the same way, so we're doing our front post double crochets first. We need 4 of them. And then we'll do 4 of the back post double crochet. Working from the back around the post. Creating that ledge. Just 1 stitch at a time. And there's 4. And then we're going to do 4 front post double crochets. Okay. And then we'll end by doing 4 back post double crochets. All right, and then we're going to end our row by doing a regular double crochet into the space for the chain stitches, and then chain 3. And you can see that's creating a lovely straight edge for us, and you can see your little squares starting to form. So we're going to do one more row, and then we're going to change our pattern to create the opposite squares. So let's go ahead and finish up this one. So yarn over, we're doing 4 front post double crochets, 4 back post double crochets, 4 front post double crochets, and 4 back post double crochets. And then we're going to end with a regular double crochet in the chain space and chain 3. Now this time when we turn, we're going to be doing the opposite of what we have been doing. So we've created the first row of squares for our basket weave. So now we're going to do the opposite. So it's going to create the contrast. So we'll do our back double crochets first and then our front double crochets. So yarn over, and we're going to start with 4 back post double crochets. And this is going to create that woven look for a basket. And you absolutely can use this for a basket, and it would turn out super, super cute. So there's 4. So now we're going to switch to our front post double crochet. And our back post double crochet. When you're doing those back post double crochets, I keep missing my yarn over, so make sure that you scoop your hook over that yarn. Otherwise, when you do that, it did not stick. All right, let's finish up these back post double crochets, and then we'll end by doing 4 front post double crochets. And we're going to end the row with a regular double crochet in the chain space and chain 3. So now that was row 1, and we need to have 2 more of those. So we're going to repeat that row, starting with the back post double crochet 2 more times, and ending with a regular double crochet in the chain space and chain 3. And we'll do our last row, and then we'll have a look at it, see how our basket weave is coming along. All right, so we're at the end of the second row of squares, and now you can see the contrast between the back post double crochets and the front post double crochets, and how the staggering gives it a basket weave look, which is very clever. So since we're done with this row, we're going to go back to our first pattern, where we're going to be starting with the front post double crochets. So front post double crochet, back post double crochet, front post double crochet, back post double crochet on the 4 sections to create our next section of contrast, because you're going to alternate doing your different sections. So it'll be 3 rows of front post double crochet first, and then 3 rows of back row double crochet first. So I'm going to go complete 2 more. So one section was starting with front post double crochet and one section starting with back post double crochet. All right, so this is the last row of our little basket weave sample, and we're just going to finish up. We're starting the row with the back post double crochet, and this is the, did not mean to chain stitch there. I think I accidentally did a half double crochet instead of a double crochet. Just pull that out, start over. Go. So the sample that I did is I just let it, I did a little blocking on it and let it sit for a little while. So I got a new blocking board that I'm trying out, and so I blocked the sample and it looks really nice. So when you look at your basket weave that you've done, if it looks like mine and it's kind of rumpled up, don't worry about it. That's how they look when they're not blocked. So just to show you the difference. So we're all done with that. You can see how the edges are kind of curling and it looks a little lumpy compared to the sample that I did that lays down really nicely. So if you have yarn that does this and it doesn't lay down really nice just automatically, go ahead and block it when you're done. That'll make the edges lay straight and it'll make everything lay down really nicely. So that is how you do the crocheted basket weave stitch. Super easy, really fun, and so many possibilities that could be done with this stitch. I mean, even just this size of a sample that I did, if I added some fringe to the ends and tied in all of the loose ends here, this would be a really cute little coaster that I could put on my coffee table. So just think about that when you're learning these stitches, like what are the possibilities that I can make with this stitch? So that's one that I will probably be trying out, maybe give them away as a gift for the upcoming holiday season. So I will go ahead and put the link for the ultimate guide to crochet for your mental health down in the description, because crochet is not just fun, it's good for you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It helps me to grow and get more viewers, and I really appreciate the support. You can find me on social media. I'll have all of the links for you. And until next time, happy stitching.